This is a stainless steel diamond kit from weldmetalsonline.com. This is one of them practice kits to make some sort of 3D model, and instead of just practicing on coupons like that, you can actually make something. So I'm gonna make this, and like I said, these kits are kind of designed for TIG welding, but you can stick weld them more oftentimes than not. Matter of fact, the metal that they use is 10 gauge or 1/8 inch thick. And they package these really well. I can't get this open with my fingers. I have to cut them. Oh, there we go. Ugh. Here's the base for it. It's all 304 stainless. It's got a little bit of a mill scale covering, but they're cleaned up. They're very well cut. Straight, nice straight edges. And here's the little pieces, and then here's the big pieces. I'm gonna make it today. And I'm gonna do something very special with this diamond once I'm done making it. So stay tuned for it, because I think you're gonna enjoy it. So if you wanna buy these kits online, weldmetalsonline.com, use my code StickmanFab24, and you get a little bit money off. I think it's like 5% or something. Plus, it helps out the channel a little bit. Let's fix up. It's gonna be a big diamond. Oh, this is going pretty well. It's a beautiful morning. Radio there, kiddo. That's the top part done. Now it's gonna be time to tack up the long bits. Here are the long pieces here. Ow! And they should come in like that. This is gonna be a little bit tougher to tack up for me, but it'll be all right. We're gonna have to bring it in tighter. Look at that beauty, huh? Look at that. I'm gonna weld these edges first. Start here, go to the center, and then start at the bottom from the top, and then I'll weld around last. That way everything looks a little symmetrical. Stick welding this diamond kit proved to be a challenge, but definitely was not something that I would call impossible. The rod I am using here is a 332 308L-16 stainless steel rod. And I'm running about 60 to 65 amps. There we go. This is one thing about stick welding that makes this really difficult. If I get a little bit of space, it melts right through. The rest of them look really good. Ah! Oh. Look out! The rest of them look really good. But the ones that I got some space, Jesus Christ, I got some space to fill. Now all I'm going to do is go back over them spots once it's cooled down a little bit, which it should be pretty close. Take my grinder, clean this up, and then we'll run right over it. Pretty confident I can go right over that. Yeah, just what I figured. I should be able to run right over it, cover it up, no problem. Beautiful. All right, let it cool down a little bit. Hell yeah, that's gonna be a lot of slag popping. So I brushed it all up. When you brush it off, it gets rid of all that color and stuff. But that's okay, because I have to grind this up anyways. But this is what it ends up looking like. Like I said, I stick welded this thing. Maybe in here, got some slag in there. I'm gonna have to drill a hole to get that out. Not a big deal. But yeah, so I'm going to sand this thing up and square everything and get some nice sharp corners off of this. That way it looks like a real diamond. And then I'll show you guys the polishing process because Benchmark Abrasives is sending me a polishing kit. I'm not going to bore you with the sanding process. After grinding down basic shape and get the welds down a little bit, this is what I end up with. There's still a lot of work to do. Still some shaping I got to do. These lines aren't quite straight. So I'm going to say take a flap disc, get this into a better shape, and then I have a polishing kit coming that should arrive today that I can start polishing this thing and make it look like something. But I've got to even the shape out a little bit, so it's going to take some work. All right, so I got the diamond mostly shaped out. I fixed a couple of spots that were ugly, sanded it down, nice straight edges, nice straight lines for the most part. Now it is time to start finishing this thing off and polishing it. I have these. These are, believe it or not, from Harbor Freight. They're polishing / sanding disc in different grits from 40 to 600 grit. Now they get consumed very quickly. However, they do a really, really good job. At sanding and polishing stuff like this. The only problem is that they're a 5/8 arbor. Most grinders are 7/8, require a 7/8 arbor. The arbor size itself is 5/8, but the land that sits on the, well, I'll just show you. So I'm going to start off with the 40 grit one. Like I said, these get consumed pretty quickly on the grinder. That land from here to here is a 7/8. The arbor itself is a 5/8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this thing over. Flip it over so it's flat. I honestly will just get this thing as close to center as I can. And then just kind of wing it. It centers itself for the most part. And then make sure it's not vibrating too bad. It's got a little vibration, but it ain't too bad. These have a 12,000 RPM max. I have a 6-inch grinder. I have a 5-inch grinder. This is supposed to be a 6-inch grinder. Anyways, 5-inch grinder, it goes to 9,000 RPM. So we're well within our limit here. And watch what it does. Not bad, right? Obviously, it's going to need some smoothing out. That's fine. Now I'm going to move to this side. Actually, I'm going to move to the face first. No, let's move to the side. All right, so this is after the 40 grit. You can already kind of see it starting to shine. However, it goes through that pad pretty quick. So take it with a grain of salt. But the job that it's doing and how quickly it's getting me to polish this 304 stainless, it's worth the $16. I'm going to get back to it and go to the 80, and I'll show you after each one. All right, now this is on the 80 grit. Definitely got some waves, still got a lot of scratches. But now I'm going to go all the way through it, and I'm going to do the full, all the way to 600 grit, and you'll get to see what it looks like then. I got done with all those Harbor Freight polishing wheels, and I'm going to show you, and I promise you're not ready for this. Look how nice that came out. Now, obviously, I'm not done yet. There's quite a bit of scratches left, but that's what this Benchmark Abrasives polishing kit's for. Now's the fun part. I got this kit, this buffing kit from Benchmark Abrasives. It comes with 3 buffing wheels and 3 different buffing compounds. This is step 1, this is step 2, and this is step 3. Basically, I gotta follow the steps and use 1 buffing pad for each type of compound. I'm gonna polish up this diamond and hopefully make it look like a real diamond. Now you can get this on their website. This is designed for a grinder. Maximum RPM is 13,000, so it's good for 4.5-inch grinders. I have my 5-inch grinder that goes to 9,000 RPM, so it slows down a bit. But I'm going to have to get kind of aggressive with this. So I'm going to put this thing in the vise and start buffing away, I guess. First, I have to get the compound on the wheel by running the grinder into the compound while spinning in order to melt the compound onto it. Then I run the wheel onto the diamond, changing the direction of the swirls on the piece, spreading the compound around until it's brushed clean off and shiny. Yeah, that's one. Came out pretty good. It's starting to shine up, man. There are a couple little scratches here and there, but my God. I'm excited right now. That is disgusting at how beautiful this thing's turning out. That's only the first step. I got 2 more steps to go. After completing all the steps, I showed off my woodworking skills and made a cedar box to display the masterpiece. Okay, well, the woodworking was definitely not my strong suit, but once everything was stained, polished, and set, the end result was so much better than I thought it would be. Now, I can't tell you how excited I am at the fact that this came out as good as it actually did. I mean, I polished it to pretty close to a mirror finish, and it came out so good. Thank you for watching this video. Remember, you can get the kit for the diamond at weldmetalsonline.com. Use my code StickmanFab24, and you can get 10% off anything on their store, including this diamond. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There's my thumbnail. And I will see you later.